Bonjour, Cougars. I'm Ruthie Pippin, president of the French Club.
And I'm Vice President Kennedy Moore. Welcome to this week's French-themed episode of CougarCast.
We're super excited to be guest anchors today to kick off French Week here in the United States. And we can't wait to get this show started.
Today, we'll be taking a look at the popular restaurant that has gotten nationwide attention.
Then we will check out 2 electives on campus that were able to collaborate on a project to teach both classes real-world experiences while still having fun.
Before we get too far into the episode, please stand for prayer and pledge led by our French Club chaplain, Caroline Moe.
Please remember that we are in the holy presence of God. Au nom du Père et du Fils et du Saint-Esprit, je vous salue Marie, pleine de grâce, le Seigneur est avec vous. Vous êtes bénie entre toutes les femmes, et Jésus, le fruit de vos entrailles, est béni. Sainte Marie, Mère de Dieu, priez pour nous, pauvres pécheurs, maintenant et à l'heure de notre mort. Ainsi soit-il. Au nom du Père et du Fils et du Saint-Esprit.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First things first, we want to thank CougarCast for allowing us to be this season's first full guest anchors and promote French Week. The week from November 1st through the 8th has been declared National French Week by the American Association of Teachers of French. The purpose is to highlight the importance of French culture in the United States as well as around the world.
To celebrate National French Week, the French Club officers have planned several events. The kickoff was this morning with the Petit Déjeuner, a French breakfast. On Monday after school, French Club members are invited to come to room 607 to help with door and hallway decorations. On Tuesday morning, we would like to attend Mass in the chapel as a group. Please arrive before 7 a.m. so we can sit together.
The general meeting will be on Wednesday, November 8th, after school in room 607, with a final party to finish French Week. We hope to see many of our members at these events. And we want to thank everyone who came to our awesome breakfast this morning.
Moving forward to more school announcements, our speech and debate team had a tournament at Turlings last week.
The team won overall in 6 categories, ranging from public speaking to poetry reading to some intense debates. Congratulations to everyone who took part in the tournament, including CougarCast's very own Jean-Paul Simon.
Hopefully they can continue their winning streak as they compete at Oak Grove Tournament in Hattiesburg, Mississippi this weekend. This will be their first out-of-state tournament of the season, and the last one is much bigger in scale than last week's.
We wish the best of luck to everyone who is competing. If you are interested in watching these kids perform a different skill set among other student performers, you're in luck.
STM's Got Talent is being held on Monday, November 6th at the cafeteria. Everyone is welcome to come watch our 15 competing performances, sing, play instruments, and so much more. We will also have special guest appearances by Father Russo on the piano and the Alumni Garage Band. Admission is free for students with an ID and only $5 for everyone else. There will be guest judges, but all in attendance can vote for fan favorites, so be sure to come out and enjoy this fun evening.
I am excited to perform and be on stage. Come support us as we show off our talents.
Well, I may not be in the talent show, but I can definitely give you some French fun facts. I don't know if you can consider it a talent, but did you know that France, and especially Paris, has consistently been the #1 tourist destination in the world? Almost 90 million international visitors travel there each year, thanks to its rich history that is spread throughout the world.
I don't need French facts to know that its influence can be found everywhere, even here in South Louisiana. From the language to the festivals, and especially the food.
Well, lucky for us, Edith Gavka made us a story all about a French establishment in New Orleans that has been dishing out delicacies since the Civil War.
Wow, that should be exciting. Let's check it out.
In 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, this Louisiana landmark house welcomes people with its historic food. Located in the heart of New Orleans, in the middle of the French Quarter, lies the infamous Café du Monde. Many have heard of and perhaps even eaten at this New Orleans gem. Few, however, know the restaurant's origin and how it became famous. Opening in 1862, Café du Monde served coffee to Confederate soldiers during the Civil War. Over the years, the restaurant's coffee recipe was enhanced by the addition of chocolate and chicory, the plant associated with caffeine. After 160 years in business, Café du Monde is in the 4th generation of ownership by the Fernandez family. It has served millions of customers throughout history, and other than Christmas Day, has only been closed its doors during major hurricanes like Katrina and Isaac. Often replicated, but never duplicated, people say that the consistency of this beignet is like no other. So next time you're in New Orleans, please be sure to visit Café du Monde in the French Quarter to experience a greater appreciation for this New Orleans institution.
Thanks, Edith, for that delicious story. Hey, Ruthie, I think I've got an even better French fun fact.
Oh yeah? What's that?
Did you know that French is the international world language of cuisine, fashion, arts, and science? As such, knowing the French language opens the door to greater opportunities around the world.
Yeah, I believe that. At the very least, knowing the language will help you get into colleges. Speaking of, we have one college visiting in the next few weeks. Ole Miss is coming this upcoming Wednesday, November 8th, from Oxford, Mississippi. The university is known for its schools of medicine, pharmacy, dentistry, and health-related professions. Make sure to sign up and score if you are interested.
Quick reminder, Cougars, the Progressive Raffle is a continuous raffle throughout the year to raise money for the school. The first award for selling tickets is Sweats and Soda, so keep selling your tickets because the deadline for this is November 26th.
On the topic of deadlines quickly approaching, did you know that progress reports are coming up? It's sure hard to believe we're quickly approaching the halfway mark for the second quarter. I feel like it just started.
Yep, progress reports end on November 10th and will be released to the student body the following week. Teachers, remember grades are due by the 8 a.m. on Tuesday, November 14th. Students, if you are not happy with your grades, you still have time to bring them up. So, take advantage of the resources we have on campus like tutoring and get your AR done early.
Well, I know the extra hour of sleep this weekend will help with my study habits.
Extra hour of sleep? What for?
I'm glad you asked. It's daylight savings time. This Sunday, November 5th at 2 a.m., the time on all universal clocks will fall back 1 hour. The internet time used on our phones and computers changes automatically. So just remember to change the time on your household appliances on Sunday morning.
It will be getting darker earlier, so be sure to get your outdoor activities done sooner.
Hey Kennedy, here's another French fun fact. French is spoken on every continent. This is the only other language to accomplish this besides English. And it's the official language of the United Nations, the International Red Cross, UNESCO, NATO, and other international organizations.
Wow, if there's one thing this episode has proved, it's that learning French is very useful to the real world, even outside of the classroom.
Couldn't have said it better myself. That's what we in the French Club strive to teach our students. Another group on campus that seeks to give real-world perspective to our students is Coach Sabil's law class. Earlier this quarter, Coach Sabil and Mrs. Broussard's theater class teamed up to hold a mock trial. And this week, Frances Cockey reports.
Let's check it out.
STM provides many elective choices for students to take. Two come to mind when you are talking about speech writing, learning performance skills, and gaining confidence in front of a crowd. I sat down with these two elective teachers to ask them how their new class collaborating project came to be.
Voir dire is the jury selection process. So basically what happens is the attorneys from opposing sides will come up and ask the jury pool, which is the potential jury members that are called in for jury duty, will ask them a series of questions to get to know their biases, their personalities, their backgrounds, to see if they're jury members that they would want to have on the jury, and then they go through the process of trying to challenge or keep those jury members with our judge, who was this time Judge Goodrich.
When Miss Sabille came to me about the mock trial, I thought it was a great idea. We had just finished monologues in my class, so the girls had kind of gotten a chance to explore the idea of creating a character. So this really allowed them to kind of dig a little deeper and create their own character.
I love our law class because they take the assignment, run with it. So when I gave them the assignment for the mock trial, they really grabbed onto it. They worked hard. They took on their personas. They were very competitive in terms of wanting to win for their side. And my favorite part was how the witnesses were just itching to get on the stand and testify. So the law class is not just for students who want to be lawyers. It's a class where you learn how to express yourself publicly. It's a class where you learn how to think differently, how to approach problems in a different way. The other thing I will say is several members of Ms. Broussard's class after the mock trial were like, we definitely want to take this class next year because we had so much fun.
I think it was a very good group project where I saw a lot of engagement in both classes, and my class is 26 female girls. Sometimes it's very hard to keep like all of their attention.
And by random draw, our defendant, the one being charged with the crime, was the only male in the room.
Yep.
So that was interesting as well.
This project is something that we can join together and work on. Effect for the years to come.
As soon as it was over, we talked about like, this is how we want to do it next year. This is what we want to change. This is what went well. So it's definitely a project we want to do again.
Signing off from room 403, I'm Frances Cockey.
Thanks, Francis, for that story. You know, Louisiana law is based from French civil law derived from the Napoleonic Code.
I did not know that. Juniors and seniors, if you are interested in going to Kairos, remember today is the last day to sign up. The retreat will be next weekend at Maryhill. We pray for all of those attending the first one of the year and want to remind others that there will be 2 more this year to attend if you would like to go.
You know, Ken, formation and retreats are important, but so is serving our community. For that reason, STM has implemented a school-wide service day, and it's coming up on Wednesday, November 15th. This day of service gives us the opportunity to help others on our campus and around Acadiana. Juniors and seniors, be sure to get your permission slips signed for this great event. Sophomores will be doing service projects around campus, and the freshmen will be learning from different people in the community on the importance of service.
Thanks, Ruthie, for that reminder. Speaking of serving others, next Saturday, November 11th, the country is celebrating Veterans Day. Veterans Day was first celebrated in Birmingham, Alabama in 1947 to honor the veterans who served in World War II. It is now a federal holiday where we continue to honor our beloved military veterans and everything they did to keep us and our country safe.
We will be having our Veterans Day Mass next Thursday, so if you know of any veterans who would like to attend, invite them to come and honor God and their fellow soldiers with us. This is one of the best Masses of the year. We will have 1993 alumni speaker J.D. Gainey inform us on his experiences in the military, and the band will play the marches of the armed forces for each military branch.
This Mass will also kick off our Toys for Tots drive. We are the largest contributors for Toys for Tots here in Acadiana, so let's not let our military down and do our small parts over the next month and a half and start collecting toys for the less fortunate.
What a great organization and cause.
Hey Ruthie, did you hear that CougarCast will not have a show next week?
Aww.
But that doesn't mean they won't be busy.
Really? What will they be doing?
They will be participating in the Student Television Network Challenge from November 8th through 13th. The STN Challenge is a yearly competition that gives students 6 days to produce a variety of broadcast and film projects based on the provided prompts. This is a great contest for all students of all levels to put their students to the test in a real-world, deadline-driven scenario. We wish our CougarCast team good luck in this contest, and we can't wait to see the final products.
On the topic of challenges and competitions, I think it's about time we head over to sports with senior volleyball player Sophia Bowmans.
Good morning, Cougars! I'm Sophia Bowmans, a senior volleyball player, and I'm here to give you this week's sports update. We have reached November, which means playoffs are happening in a lot of sports, and we are kicking off a few of our winter sports this weekend. Congratulations to the swim team for placing first in the girls, boys, and team combined scores at their district meet on Wednesday. A special congratulations to district champions Emma Alexander, 200 freestyle, Rudy Toronto, 100 breaststroke, Caden Gill, 50 freestyle and 100 butterfly, Thomas Landrino, 200 freestyle and 500 freestyle, James Foreman, 50 free and 100 free, Marie Landrino, 200 IM and 100 breaststroke. Come support the undefeated Cougars at 10 a.m. on Saturday at the Robichaux Center as they compete in the top 16 regional meet. Moving over to the mat, wrestling will begin their season tomorrow in Baton Rouge by participating in the Wrestling Warrior Opener at St. Michael. We wish the best of luck to the wrestlers and my dad, their new head coach, on an excellent season. Now running on over to cross country, yesterday they competed at Acadiana Park for their regional meet. Girls placed first in their division and the boys placing third. Both teams have qualified for state meet to compete at Northwestern State University on Monday, November 13th. Good luck as you finish out your season, runners. Now bumping on over to my sport. We had our first round of playoffs against Broadmoor yesterday at home and taking home the win. Man, victory is sweet. We will be playing in the second round of playoffs in the Cougar Dome tomorrow at noon. Tickets are $8. This will be our last match at home this season, so come cheer us on as we make our way to the Cajun Dome. We would love to see you there as we go on our sweet adventure to state. I also want to give a shout out to my amazing coach, Jess Burke, for being recognized by LHSCA as National Federation Coach of the Year for Louisiana in the sport of volleyball. Way to go, Coach! Lastly, kicking on over to football. They have a huge game tonight for a District 4A matchup against LCA. Kickoff will be at 7. Tickets to get in the game will be $10. This is a Cox Sports Game of the Week, so it will be televised if you can't make it out in person. It is sure to be a good game. This will be the last regular season game before playoffs. Make sure you go out in your most comfy and warm PJs and enjoy this intense November show-off. Good luck, boys. That's all I have for sports. Now let's head on over to birthdays.
Today's birthdays, we have Caroline Barus and Landon Craft. Tomorrow, we have Miss Sherry Daigle, Miss Brittany Eskridge, Finley Duyon, and Celeste Hilo. Sunday's birthdays are Miss Brandy Sorrell, Coach Trevor Beggy, Vivian Broussard, and John David.
That about wraps up this week's episode of Cougar Cast.
We've had such a blast being here with all of you on this French-themed episode, and we can't wait to continue to celebrate French Week next week with our events.
Make sure to go follow Cougar Cast on all their socials so you don't miss any news or updates.
And go follow STM French Club so you can see all the fun activities we will have in next week.
Signing off from room 403, I'm Ruthie Pippin.
And I'm Kennedy Moore.
Au revoir!